Hey, this has been a freaking long time coming. Don't look at my scary doll. I've been saying how I'm going to do YouTube and make videos for like ever. This is the Fitish tone up spray in a different bottle because the sprayer gets kind of funky when you use it a lot, but I just put it on my hand. My hands are clean, promise. And I just kind of rub it in. But anyway, it's been a long time coming. I've been saying I'm gonna do this for forever, and I haven't done it because I've been so like scared and nervous. Like even right now talking about it makes me nervous. So yeah, I thought I would just kind of show you guys my like everyday, my shirt's dirty, oh man. My everyday kind of like makeup routine. My skin is like in an okay condition right now. There's like a few little blemishes and like acne scars, but it's not too bad. It's come a long way actually, and that's really all thanks to like Fitish and just like CBD cannabis derived skincare products in general. I use a lot of them because they really like chill your skin out. So yes, I do that first, and then I use a little bit of the Kiehl's Iris Extract Essence. Just put it in my hands, work it into my skin. Not fancy. I don't use brushes to do like the prepping stages just because I don't have that many brushes, and to have to clean them in between doing this is just too much. And then after that, I use the Fitish Do It Moisturizer. It's really nice. I'm like getting to the bottom. It's like the perfect feeling of like thick, but not too thick, and not thin to where you feel like your face isn't being like moisturized. But yeah, my face is kind of weird. For a while, I got like this weird facial. I don't remember what it was called, but it dried my skin out like really badly, like for like months and months and months and months. I was doing like this intense like moisturizing routine to save my skin. It was still stupid dry. But you can already tell like my skin just looks kind of glowy right now, which is great. And then I'm like running out, I'm so sad. I go in with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It's probably my favorite primer I've ever used. Into my face, it feels so good. It's like cooling and moisturizing, and it makes your skin feel super soft, but it also leaves like a tackiness to your face once it's dry, so that way your makeup will like stick to your face. But yeah, and you just work it in. It dries pretty quickly, so work fast. But yeah, I think I've got my whole face covered. And then just like while I do my makeup, like depending on what I do with my lips, I usually will put on like a lip balm or lip oil just to like keep them moisturized while I'm doing the rest of my face. So I'm gonna go in with the NYX Bear With Me lip oil. It's terrible. Okay, anyway, it's the Bear With Me lip oil by NYX. I work at a NYX standalone store, so I get a lot of their products. But yeah, it kind of goes on like a gloss, moisturizes your lips, and it feels good. But yeah, now that all of my prepping has been done, I wear the Born to Glow foundation by NYX. I wear the shade Nude. It's a really pretty neutral shade, so it allows me to have room to like warm up my face. But I just use a beauty blender and I pat it in. I am not as nervous about this now that I started talking. But yeah, this foundation is like a medium coverage foundation, but for me, my skin's not too bad right now, so it just kind of evens it out. I promise I'm not putting a lot, it's just that good, so it literally changes the way your skin looks. And you can already tell how the radiancy, how radiant it is coming through. But yeah, I like the way it feels going on. It feels refreshing and cooling, and I try to tell everybody how great it is. I put it over my eyes so that way I don't have to do too much concealing. My everyday makeup is pretty plain, but I do a little bit of like interesting things that are small that make it kind of like my own, I guess. But yeah, you guys will see that when I finish with this. But yeah, pretty easy. You know, my scar is still coming through. I'm not really concerned. I just want my face to look like normal skin, but like slightly elevated, I guess. But yeah, after that, I use the Conceal and Hydrate concealer from, is it Revolution Makeup Revolution? I never freaking know, but this is the one I use. It has hyaluronic acid and acai in it. It's fancy. So I just put some under my eyes and a little bit on the tip of my nose, and there's a lot here, but I just take the excess and I put it in the other places you would normally like conceal. Take those little baby beauty blenders and I mix up a concoction of powder, and I'll do the Ben Nye Super White, so it's like kind of brightening but not too much, but I balance it out with the Makeup Revolution and I just press it in. I don't do a lot of under eyeshadow or anything when I'm doing my regular makeup, so I'm not concerned about doing it all at the top, but my eyes have a lot of creases. This camera, which makes them look so good, but in real life I have a lot of creases under my eyes, so my makeup creases under there quite a bit, so I have to like pack it on. And like before I do it, I always kind of like blend it out to make sure I'm not putting powder on makeup that's like chunky in my eyeballs. Those are all the places. Oh, and then a little bit, not that much, like right here where my chin indents, because the makeup will sometimes separate through there, but I'm not doing anything crazy today, so I don't really have to worry too much about it. But yeah, after that step is done, I will powder my face with the Fit Me loose finishing powder. This is what I use to like make my little concoction, and I use the shade 20, the light medium. It's probably one of my favorite powders. I really enjoy powders that are really fine because I feel like they actually do what they're supposed to, and all those like mineral powders or like compact powders aren't fine enough to actually like do what they're supposed to. So I prefer loose powders like this that are like really silky when you like feel them. This is a brush I got in my, ew, it's dirty, my BoxyCharm. It's a Moda brush. I don't know, it's really fluffy, almost like a longer kabuki, and I just press the powder in. Like I'll get a little bit, like literally what's on here, and I just press it in the rest of my face, so that way my foundation is still radiant, but it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's radiant, but it's like not gonna move as much as it would if I didn't set it. I would feel scared if I didn't set it because like I scratch my face a lot, and it would make that little mark of like no foundation, like it would just be really obvious, and I don't want that. good enough. And then I use this brush, which I've used to death. I honestly don't know where I got it. I think it may have been like one of those like Groupon sets of brushes. My mom's super cute and likes to buy those for me. It's fluffy and it's angled, so I can really like do it real quick. But anyway, I use the matte bronzer from NYX. I use the shade Deep Tan. And then I also use this like sample powder. Where is it? It's a Dior powder. I honestly don't know what it's called. It was given to me. And it's just like a little bit darker than I am. So I can really like subtly warm up my face and then go in with the bronzer and make it like deeper. So that's usually what I do. I just take it on the brush. Yeah, just a little bit, and then just to blend it, I take the big fluffy brush and I just press it right underneath. It's a really good blending brush, so it kind of like takes away any harshness or anything like that, anything I want to soften. I like a naturally glowy look. My everyday makeup is pretty chill. It just takes a little while to do because I'm slow. But yeah, and then I just take a little bit of the lighter powder and work it under my chin to get rid of this double chin. But yeah, and then I go in with the darker, the Deep Tan matte bronzer, and I take like 2 little presses and I focus it right here to create more depth without it looking unnatural. And I literally will just press it, and then blend it, because I don't want it to be really intense like I was saying with like the dark lines and all that stuff, and it still looks natural, just a little bit more defined. Now I'm all warmed up, and then I'll take just the tiniest bit and do it right here on my chin. Cool. Then I use this Luxie 209 large shader brush that I also got in my BoxyCharm. All my like nice brushes came in BoxyCharm, so thanks BoxyCharm. I use it to like contour my nose and to set like my lids, like, cause I don't always want to wear eyeshadow because it's beautiful, but it just takes so long. But yeah, I'll take the lighter, the Dior powder, and I'll just run it along. I'm gonna do this in the mirror because I don't want to make my nose look weird. Along the outside of my nose. My nose is actually crooked, so it goes like this way. Actually, like my whole side of my face. I have more room on this side of my face than I do on this side, so literally it's like my face was like smushed that way. So this side always comes out really cute and really like not organized. That sounds stupid. It just looks nicer on this side than it does on this other side. It's like squished. But yeah, and then I try to curve it in so it looks straight, or maybe I'm just enhancing how crooked it is. I never know. No one's ever said anything to me, but you know, when you're looking at your face all the time, you notice those things. But yeah, and then I do a little bit under here to round out like this buttony nose sort of look. And then I take a little bit of the NYX bronzer, the Deep Tan, and I'll press it, I'll put it like right here to darken that like little bridge, I guess. I usually will start my eyebrows at this point. I take a spoolie. I can't find my other one, so I just use my micro brow spoolie because it's really small and condensed. And I'll just brush my eyebrow hairs up because I like that like bushy, spiky, like thick eyebrow look. My fiance has the most beautiful eyebrows and they are so thick and so perfectly bushy. Like, I hate him, but I know that we're gonna have kids with beautiful eyebrows, so then I'm like, it's fine. It's all good. And then I go in with the Boy Brow Gel in the shade Black, and it's kind of like at its like last leg here, so I just use whatever I have left and brush it into my eyebrows so the pen and my eyebrow hairs kind of like meet, so it doesn't look as like I drew in my eyebrows, you know. I go in with the Boy Brow Gel in Clear. And this is literally what helps my eyebrows stay up. But yeah, and there's my soap brow look with all my things. And now I'm gonna just do my other eyebrow. Obviously this brow looks better, but it's fine. I'm gonna use the Alamar Cosmetics Colorette Blush Trio in medium tan. Has all these really pretty colors. Also got this in BoxyCharm. I like to mix these two because I like a really orange blush, but I like it to be like slightly corally. So just mix them. And as far as lids, I don't really do too much. I use this palette a lot. I got it at work. It's actually a really good palette. And the payoff on it is really nice. The shadows are really, really pigmented. And so most days, I'll just set my eyes and I'll use the white and this like tan color, and I'll go in with this brush. I don't even clean it off because I'm gonna use a color very similar to it. I just kind of like go back and forth. Question I get every single day: are your freckles real? No, they're not. Obviously, people who are watching who have known me since elementary school know darn well that I don't have freckles. I wish I did. They're so cute. But yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do my freckles. I usually will use any brown eyeshadow I can find. So right now it's this one, the Modern Dreamer palette. And I literally use like 2 different brown shades. I use, where is it? It's opposite. I use this dark brown shade and this like medium brown shade. And I just go in with my Morphe 250-1, M250-1. And I just dip it in the powder. It's a really skinny brush. And I will like just go in. And I usually will use a product until there is no more, and then I go back in. And I make the darkest freckles like here, because it's like the highest point on my face where I'm putting them. So I just concentrate them, and like there is no like certain way I'm pressing. I literally am just like the brush is literally like bending. I usually like to contour, like extra contour my nose with this, because this hides how crooked my nose is with the freckles, just because they're so like concentrated. But yeah, I just kind of sort of like blending eyeshadow. I do the heavy and then disperse the rest of the product that's on the brush just outward. Load of freckles. And then after I finish that, take my famous brush and I just press it in. That way they look like they're blended down and not so like forward, I guess. My vocabulary is not that great. Obviously I keep saying the same things. But yeah, I'm gonna just press them in. And now I've got freckles. And then, what do I usually do after this? Highlight. I'm back. Anyway, my go-to is usually the Jeffree Star Supreme Frost in Money Honey. It's like a really pretty goldy green, like reflect. So yeah. I'll take my Milk highlighting brush, my Milk makeup highlighting brush. Freaking love them. And I'll just rub it in with the brush. So that way I'm like illuminated, but it's not like too intense. Obviously this is Supreme Frost, so it can be a lot if you're not careful. And then I'll just take a little bit on the tip and dust it across my bridge. It's begun. Yep. Okay. Really would appreciate if you guys would tell me like what kind of videos you guys want to see. Because, you know, most of my like crazy looks that aren't really that traditional, I just will sit here and be like, I feel like doing something fun. What are we doing? And that's kind of how those things are born, if you will. And then usually I like my bottom lashes to be white because I don't like putting in eyeliner like on my waterline or adding white eyeshadow underneath my eyes to make them look brighter and more awake. So I just will take the Jeffree Star, this is obviously well loved, Velour liquid lipstick in Drug Lord, and we'll just literally take the doe foot and rub it on my lashes to get like those white lashes. Those are done. my top lashes, I use the Milk Makeup Kush mascara. It's probably one of my favorite mascaras because you get a lot of product, one, and it just like makes your lashes look so good without feeling like clumpy or like heavy or like any of the bad things that mascara feel like. This one does not. And I don't know, it just like the packaging itself, it just feels like good quality and like it's, you know, like a luxury thing. It just feels expensive and like it's gonna work, and that's another thing that I really enjoy about it. Aside from the product, it just feels really nice to hold, and like aesthetically the packaging is really cool. So yeah. My battery's dying. Okay, maybe quick. I'm almost done. Got my sleeves dirty. Also, I got this top from Free People. Super cute, super like flowy, and it feels so good. And I'm just sad. I don't know what this is, but I gotta clean it. Oh wait, I gotta get these like thingies off my eyes. These little speckles. Okay. But yeah, I just take a spoolie and I just, and they're gone. It's like magic. If you ever get really messy with your mascara, just take a spoolie and just, once it's dry. But if it's wet, it's gonna smear it. But if it's dry, it'll just like flake right off. And that way, it's gone. You don't have to like flip freak. You literally want to combine words all the time. You don't have to freak out when it gets everywhere. You can just spoolie it on out. But yeah, for my lips, I use the NYX lip liner in soft brown. It's kind of really close to my natural lip color, so I really like it. I just line them. Whatever. Nobody's lips are perfect. Like on my lips, this side is full and this side is not. It's like the rest of my face is like merp, and then my lips are like, so I kind of like round this side out a little bit more so I look like more even. And I just fill it on in. I just like to put on a gloss. So right now I have the Filler Instinct in New Money. It's like a plumping gloss. It doesn't do anything dramatic. It literally just feels like a little tingly, but the colors are really pretty. Like it just has a little sparkle. Okay, I said a little bit, and this camera makes it like it has a lot. Yeah, and then I set my face. I normally will set it first with the NYX Bear With Me. It's like a 3-in-1 type of spray. You can use it to prep your skin, to set your skin, and then if you want to afterwards like refresh it later on, kind of like the Mario Badescu spray, you can just like spray it whenever. This is like all of those in like one. And the sprayer on it, you just saw, it was like kind of like an extended spray, and it's really misty, really nice. But yeah, I'll let that dry. Okay, and then let me just use my damp blender and hurry that up, because my mom's waiting. And then I use my Fitish Don't Sweat It spray. And I like to like scrape off the sprayer because sometimes because of the way like the product is, it'll dry over the sprayer, then it'll be like, and like, then that's whenever it dries and you get those little like wet spots. I don't want that, so I just like scratch it off. And then spray just feels so good. But yeah, I'm gonna set my face. Anyway, that's literally how I do my everyday. I'm just going out to run errands makeup. I really appreciate you guys watching this video, first of all. You don't have to. And always, not everyone, but just people always saying how they want me to make videos, and they would watch my videos and like just supporting everything that I'm doing, because honestly, like even putting my makeup out there was so scary. And so now that I'm making a video, I was very scared at the beginning. Obviously you were here with me. Just the fact that you're watching it and supporting it, I really appreciate that. So thank you so freaking much. And I just saw these, so I'm gonna like just one like last finishing touch. I usually wear a star somewhere, so I'm just gonna like pop that on right there. My look is done. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will be making more. So see ya.